Hi everyone, welcome. In today's class, we're going to be doing a short or a relatively short and spicy mobility Vinyasa flow sequence. Let's get started straight away. So if you are short on time and you want to work hard, this is the class for you. Start by pressing back into your downward facing dog. Taking your feet about hip-width distance apart, and you can go ahead and just pedal out through your legs. So you can bend one knee and release the other. Let's take a moment or two to explore. A few moments to connect with your breath. So with your fingers spread nice and wide, feel your 10 fingertips gently imprint and embed themselves down into the mat. Press your mat forward and away from you. And you want to feel as though there's this gentle lift up and out of your wrists. Roll your outer upper arm bones down and feel your armpits gently spiral in towards your heart. Press your weight back in towards your feet. And then from here, rise high onto your toes and pivot both heels over to the right, knees bend. So coming into a twisted downward facing dog here. Press down and forward through your left palm as you then wrap your left outer hip crease back. Take another deep breath in into your left lung and say as you empty. Inhale, both heels come up high through center and then pivot your two heels to the other side. Knees bend, your weight is back in your heels here. As you press firmly down for your right palm, you want to wrap your right outer hip crease back. And again, you're just looking for that space and that gentle opening up through the right side of your torso. Take one more inhale. Stay as you breathe out. As you inhale, rise high onto your toes and then gently melt both heels down to the mat here in a downward facing dog. Stay for another deep breath in. You want to breathe into the sides of your ribs into your lower back. Stay as you exhale out. As you take your next inhale, you're going to roll forward into your high plank, high push-up. Pause here. So you want to feel as though you're charging back through your heels, firm through the front of your thighs. Gently curl your pubic bone up towards your sternum. And then press firmly down through your palms. Shoulder blades slide down your back, reach long out through the top of your head. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, lower both knees down onto the earth. Keep your toes tucked under. As you breathe in, make your way into your cow pose. Belly drops, shoulder blades glide down your back towards your pelvis. And then from here, you're going to sink your hips back into an active child. On your next breath out, round through your spine. Make your way into your cat. Stitch your navel up towards your back body, towards your spine. And then from here, knees lift. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Stay as you empty out. We're going to repeat that again. So as you inhale, roll forward, high plank. And then exhale, both knees lower. Toes stays tucked. Inhale, come into your cow pose. Belly sinks down, open up through your front body. And then exhale. Draw your hips back towards your heels. Pause here for a breath and keep stretching the back of your heart forward, and as you exhale, round. Dome between your two shoulder blades. Making your way back into your downward facing dog. Stay for a round of breath in your down dog. And then stay as you empty all of your breath out. Your inhalation lifts you high onto your tiptoes. Knees bend, gaze forward between your two thumbs. Slowly make your way up to the top of your mat. We're going to take our feet hip-width distance apart. As you inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe out, fold forward, Uttanasana. Draping your torso over your two thighs. Next, inhale, sink your weight back into your heels, chair pose, Utkatasana. Align the center of your kneecaps over your second toes. And you want to feel as though you're lifting your pubic bone and your hip bones up towards your chest. Then see if you can float your upper arm bones in line with your ears. If you're feeling compression through your upper arms, take your arms a little wider or bend your elbows. So you take that pinching out of your shoulders. Take another inhale. Feel as though you're doing a baby cobra here as you lift your heart. And then exhale, sweep your arms back, skier pose. Resting the front of your rib cage on top of your thighs. Inhale, come back up into your chair pose. And then exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Breath in, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift and lengthen. From tailbone out through the crown of your head, feel this length. And then as you breathe out, fold forward. Both knees bend, step your left foot back, come into a runner's lunge. You can grab hold of blocks if you need. As you inhale, you're going to look forward here. And then breathe out, sink your left knee down onto the earth. Inhale, both arms reach up, Anjaneyasana. Feel as though you lift from your pelvic floor, cinch in through your waist, and then puff the back of your heart up. And then from here, as you exhale, lean forward. Both hands lean, or land I should say, to the inner seam of your right foot. We're just going to pause here and take some little rocks. Nod your chin towards your chest. Just allowing the front of your left hip to gently open up. Continue to breathe into your belly. And then from here, pop your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Inhale again, come up into your Anjaneyasana. Press down through the sole of your right foot as you pull your right heel towards your left knee. Palms gather at the center of your chest as you lean forward here, making your way into a revolved low lunge. Press down through your right palm, lift your heart up towards your thumbs, and then gently roll your right shoulder open. Feel your collarbones stretch away from one another, shoulder blades draw down and away from your ears. Stay for one more inhale. Stay here and can you reach a little bit further into your twist. Slowly unravel from your twist, hands either side of your right foot. Tuck your left toes under, left knee hovers off the mat. Hands could be on blocks if you need a little bit more length for your arm bones. As you breathe in, look forward, and then exhale, slowly begin to straighten up through your right knee. Folding forward here. Start off by pressing down through your right big toe. You want to lift your right kneecap, squeeze the front of your right quad, and then wrap your right outer hip crease back. And I want you to feel as though you're releasing your inner groins and your pubic bone back. So you're feeling this length through your front body. Shoulders draw out of your ears. As you take your next inhale, come up onto fingertips or onto blocks. Suction front body to back body, dome between your two shoulder blades, and then flex your right toes back. Hover your right foot off the ground. Slide your right foot back, downward facing dog. As you take your next breath in, you're going to roll forward into your high plank, high push-up. Exhale, come down halfway, low plank. Cobra, upward facing dog. Wrap your outer upper arm bones back. And as you breathe out, chin to chest, gather through your lower belly. Take your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise high onto your toes. Knees bend, gaze forward, step walk on. Hands to the top of your mat. Breath in, halfway lift and lengthen. You want to feel this elongation all the way out through the top of your skull, and then exhale, fold forward. Both knees bend, release your right foot back, come into your runner's lunge. Inhale here, look forward. Exhale, slowly deliver your right knee down onto the earth. As you breathe in, both arms reach up. Anjaneyasana. Feel as though you're lifting from your pelvic floor. Hug in through your lower belly, gaze up with both your eyes, and as you exhale, circle your arms down and around. Land your left hand inside the inner seam of your left foot to that inner arch, and just take a little bit of movement here. So you may want to take a little bit of a twist, drop your head down. So you'll feel a release not only through the front of your hip, but maybe through the outer edge of your hip, lateral hip. And then slowly straighten up back through center. Press down through the sole of your left foot. Hug your left heel to your right knee as you breathe in again. Come all the way up into your Anjaneyasana. Feel as though you're lifting your ribs up and away from your lower back, and then exhale, draw your hands through prayer. Find length first before you come into your twist. And you can actually work yourself deeper into your twist by popping your left hand onto your left thigh and then sliding your right tricep further down that thigh so that your knee is closer towards your shoulder. Plug down through your left palm as you lift your heart up towards your thumbs, rolling the left shoulder back and open. Keep the back of your neck long, and then feel as though you're elongating out through the roof of your mouth. As you take your next exhale, you're going to slowly unravel from the twist. Lean forward, frame your left foot, tuck your right toes under, right knee hovers off the ground. Breathe in as you look forward. Exhale, slowly begin to straighten up through your left leg. coming into your wide pyramid. So you lift it high onto the ball of your right toes. Right heel stacks above your right big toe mound, or all 5 of your right toes, I should say. And then lift both kneecaps, engage the front of your quads, ensuring that you're wrapping your left outer hip crease back. Pelvis stays level. You will lengthen through your front body while keeping your shoulders down and out of your ears, back of your neck long. As you take your next breath in here, come up into a halfway lift. You can come up onto fingertips or hands on blocks. Then you're going to hug front body to back body. So feel as though you're scooping out through the front of your torso. Flex your left toes back towards your nose, and then hover your left knee or left heel off the mat. Pick your left foot up, slide it back, downward facing dog. Breathe in here, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, resist through your vinyasa. Cobra or upward facing dog. And then empty out. Long exhale takes you back, downward facing dog. On your next breath in, straight away rise high onto your toes, wiggle forward, high plank, high push up. We're going to lower down onto our forearms. So elbows directly underneath our shoulders, palms flat. Reach back through your heels, engage the front of your thighs, and then we're just going to shift both heels over to the right. But maintain even pressure through both of your palms. And then inhale, come back through center, over to the left with both heels. Back through center, take it to the right. Back through center, remember to breathe here. To the left, through center. Keep this gentle drawing in of your lower belly. Tailbone stays long and reaching towards your heels. So we move from side to side. We've just got one more either side. Over to the right, back through center, over to the left. Good, from here, pause, and we're just going to take little shifts back and forward, or little rocks back and forward. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Press down through your left hand, right hand, come up into your high plank, breath in here, exhale, make your way back into your down dog. Bit of an active rest, just briefly. As you take your next inhale, you're going to reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. So more about length rather than height. Roll your right pinky toe down, right frontal hip bone down. And then press the ball of your right foot. Keep gripping through all 10 fingertips. As you take your next exhale, slide your right knee over to your left tricep, shoulders shift forward, and then from here you're going to lower your right knee down to your wrist and then back up. Slide it down, back up. Last one. Slide your left knee down your left wrist, or your right knee down your left wrist, and then back up. From here, come around, shoot your right leg up and back. Three-legged dog, bend your right knee, roll your right hip open, scorpion pose. So lifted from underneath your left armpit. Then from here, as you take your next exhale, again slide and slice your right knee back over to your left tricep. Press down through your left palm, spin your left heel flat, fallen star. You can keep your right leg lowered onto the ground, and we're going to take little pulses here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Float your left arm over your left ear. Bend your right knee in towards your chest. Pivot onto the ball of your left toes. Spin around onto the knife of your left foot. Wild thing. Gently open up. Grounding through your 3 points of contact. 2 feet and 1 palm. I want you to feel as though you're curling or lifting your pubic bone towards your chest. Opening up through the front of your heart, take one more inhale. As you exhale, look forward, draw your right knee towards your right armpit, and then slowly step your right foot to the top of your mat for a low lunge. Pause here. Grab hold of blocks if you need. You're going to sprinkle your fingertips forward, shift your weight into your right leg, float your left leg up. So you're in a modified warrior 3. Roll your left frontal hip bone down, spine is long. And then from here, we're going to move into our crouching tiger. So you're going to bend your right knee, slide your left knee down the outer edge of your right shin, and then coming back up. Warrior 3, 2 more like that. Bending into your right leg, extend that left leg long. Last one, bending, extending your left leg long and away from you. This time as you come down, sliding your left knee to the outer right shin. We're going to move into baby grasshopper. Extend your left arm out to the side, reach around with your right hand and grab hold of the knife edge of your left foot, and then kick your left foot out. Pausing here, couple of breaths. Shoulders stay drawing down and away from your ears. Take a big breath in, long breath out. Then you're going to drive down through your right foot. Release your left foot, standing splits. Left leg shoots up towards the ceiling. Hands can be on blocks, hands can be on mat. You can wrap your right forearm behind the back of your right calf. And once again, that's about length. So keeping your knees so straight as you reach your left toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe contract through your lower belly as you draw your forehead closer in towards your right shin. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to lower that left leg down, both toes out, heels in, Vinyasa squat. Drop your bottom. Hands at prayer. As you feel your sit bones sink towards the earth, can you then grow tall out through the crown of your head? Collarbones stretch away from each other. Take one more breath in. Stay here and empty your breath. Land both hands onto the mat, lift your hips up. You can either step straight back into down dog, or maybe you want to float back. Landing in your low plank, chaturanga, cobra upward facing dog. Breathe out, chin to chest. Make your way back, downward facing dog as we prepare for the other side. So as you breathe in, lift from your left inner thigh. Pause here, three-legged dog. Roll your left pinky toe, left hip bone down. Firm through your left leg, reach back for your left heel. Take another deep breath in. So you exhale, rise onto the ball of your right toes. Left knee taps your right tricep. We're going to take those little slides. So lower your knee down towards your wrist, zip it back up. 2 more, knee lowers down and up. Last one, knee lowers down, take it back up. From here, you're going to shoot your left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, roll your left hip open to stack on top of your right hip. Doing that gentle release through your inner thighs. Square your shoulders off here and again rise onto the ball of your right toes. Left knee slides across to your right tricep. Then plug down through your left palm, spin your right hand onto the mat, fall and start. You can either land your left foot onto the mat or keep it hovering on. You're going to take little taps for 5, 4, lift from your left inner thigh, 3, 2, 1. Sweep your right arm over your right ear. Bend your left knee in. Place your right palm onto the mat. So onto the knife edge of your right foot, wild thing. Take it back up and over. And spend a few moments here. Opening up through the front of your heart. And using your breath to fan the heat that has accumulated in your body. Then you take your next exhale, begin to look forward. Root down through your right palm, begin to lift your left knee up towards your left armpit. Slowly step your left foot forward into your runner's lunge, or your low lunge. Reach your fingertips forward, shift your weight into your left foot. As you hover your right leg off the mat in that modified warrior 3, so you want to roll your right frontal hip going down as you send energy out through your right heel. And then coming into our crouching tiger, bending up your right knee, slide your right knee down the outer seam of your left leg, coming back up. And maybe here, yogis, you can take your fingertips off the mat, so no hands. And then press up. And slide that knee down, get nice and low in that single-legged squat. And then this time, sliding your right leg down. Pause here, extend and reach your right fingertips off your mat. Reach around and grab hold of the knife edge of your left foot, coming into your baby grasshopper. Pause here. Take one more big breath in. Stay as you breathe out. Plug down for your left foot. Release your right foot, standing splits. Stay long through your right leg. Reaching right toe tips towards the ceiling. And then gently draw your left or your forehead towards your left shin. Shoulders dry out of your ears. Stay for another breath in. Stay as you breathe out. Release your right leg down, forward fold. Into your malasana, toes out, heels in. Drop your butt down. Elbows pressed through the thighs. Just pausing here briefly. Inhale. Slowly empty out. One more big breath in. Empty your breath. Hands to the mat. Lift your hips forward, fold. Step walk or float back through your vinyasa. Cobra upward dog, facing dog. Full breath in your back bend. Breathe out. Make your way back, downward facing dog. Pause here for a round of breath. Slowly empty. Inhale, rise high onto your toes. Roll forward into your high plank. And then from here we're going to lower down low plank. Press up high plank. 2 more of those. Low plank, high plank. Last one, low plank, high plank. From here, right knee to nose, tiger curl. Round in, pull your right thigh towards your ribs, right heel towards your butt. Look forward, step your right foot to your right thumb, low lunge. Pivot your left heel to land onto the earth. Bite down through the knife edge of your left foot. Inhale, warrior two. Find the depth in your lunge. Engage your right glute, scoop your right sit bone under and around as you roll your right thigh bone out. Spine is long, shoulders drop away from your ears. Then feel that energy long out through your arm bones and through the tips of your fingers. Flip your right hand. As you breathe in here, reverse your warrior. Exhale, both hands cartwheel down onto the mat. Pivot onto the ball of your left toes. Right hand underneath your right shoulder. With your index and middle finger, you're going to wrap it around your right big toe. Vashistasana 2. Pausing here. Scoop your right sit bone under and around so your right leg is externally rotated. Take one more big breath in. Release your arm and leg. Pivot around onto the ball of your left toes. Chaturanga, one-legged. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Gather your breath here once you arrive in your down dog. Inhale, rolling forward. High plank. Let's move into our push-ups. Low plank, elbows back. Press out high plank, 2 more. Low plank, keep your legs energized. Torso is strong and steady, no dipping through your lower back. Press down through your palms, knee to nose, tiger curl. Round forward, curl in. So you tap your knee onto your nose, look forward, step your left foot to your left thumb. Low lunge. Spin your right heel down. Start by engaging your left glute, warrior two. Pause here. Pressing down through your right pinky toe. Firm your right thigh. Continue to wrap your left thigh back and open. Stay in the line as you flip your left palm. Inhale, exalted warrior. Both hands cartwheel down onto the earth. Low lunge. Index and middle finger wraps around your left big toe. Press down through your right palm. Right hand is right underneath your right shoulder. Finding your way into your vashistasana 2. Maybe if you can't take the 2, you just take normal side plank, yeah? There's always options to modify. Or lowering your left knee down to the mat and lift lowering your right knee down and lift your left leg up. Little modified variation. From here, release your top foot. Circle your arm and leg down. Put it onto the ball of your right toes. 3-legged high plank, resist down. Upward facing dog. And then from here, chin to chest. Gather in through your lower belly. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Stay for one more inhale. Stay as you breathe out. From here, yogis, we're gonna roll forward, high plank, and then slowly bend our knees, lower both knees to arrive onto the mat at the exact same time. And tuck your toes back onto your heels, spin around. And we'll make our way onto our backs, palm on. Soles of your feet flat, knees bent up, sit up tall. As you exhale, slowly roll down. So you want to feel as though you're scooping and hollowing out through your lower abdominals. From here, once you're on your back, bend your knees up. We're moving into a supine position, so place your right ankle on top of your left lower thigh. Thread your arms to the space in your legs. Gently guide your legs back towards your chest. And this may be enough for you. Remember, there's always an opportunity to pop a block underneath the back of your hand. If you wish to move a little bit deeper, maybe it's a cradle baby. So you pop the sole of your right foot into the crease of your left arm, and then wrap your right arm around to interlace fingers. All right, to take up some little rocks here. Back of your neck well, shoulders stay relaxed. And then slowly untangle your legs. We'll take that to the other side. Left ankle on top. Spread your arms to the space of your legs. Flex your left toes back. Keep your tailbone gently weighted down into the mat. And options to stay here, or options to move into the cradle of the baby. Placing the sole of your left foot into your right elbow. Maybe wrapping your left forearm around the front of your left shin to interlace your fingers. And take some little rocks here. If you can't quite interlace your fingers, you can actually hook your forearms underneath your shin, like so, yeah? And then from here, slowly release your legs. Take your feet wide to the edges of your mat. Knees fall out at a capital T, arms fall out at a capital T. And then rock your knees from side to side. Easy supine twist. And as you're ready, extending both legs forward, making your way into your shavasana. Just taking up space here on your mat. And welcome to continue lying here for as long as you like your ease. Thank you for sharing your time, your energy. And thank you for connecting online. Namaste, yogis.